coming back and winning that match, obviously, but these two have history. Fernie, Silva in the all-red single, Ashnault in the red and gray, and Ashnault wearing the green ankle band. Silva in the red. Ashnault looking to become the first ever NCAA champion for Rutgers. Of course, Nick Sirianni hoping to beat him to the punch. If either of them get it done. And a whip over right to his back. He's just going to pick up two. That's Thorn freestyle. 2 points on the board as it is. For Ashnault, he's got a bar on the left side, and he couldn't throw a half on the right. Sneaks it through. Now he's trying to reinforce that bar. Not sure what to do with the right hand. And he does sink a half in. And he's going to run it the opposite way. Silva sits up. And it looked like he was going to get a reversal, caught the leg. Ashnault kicks out of it. Only gives up the escape, and it's Silva right back in on the leg. Ashnault attacks his leg defensively. A little bit of a scramble here. Ashnault locked in the crotch, tipped over the top. Draping now over the top, catches both ankles, and keeps his left hand on the far one, which he still has. That far ankle, so important in that scramble. Now looking for a low leg cradle of his own, and Ashnault's gonna lock it up. He's got two. They're getting dizzy looking at this. How many times are they gonna go around in circles? Ashnault's gonna put him on his back. We're inbounds. I don't know if it's a 2 count yet. And he doesn't. He has that cradle locked up for ages. It's spun around like a top. But no back points awarded. Didn't freeze the back, exposing it to the mat for at least 2 seconds. So just 4-1, a pair of takedowns for Ashnault. Really pretty entertaining match from just being 90 seconds in. 2 takedowns for Ashnault. Threw his opponent to his back. I don't say he almost gave up a takedown, but gave up his leg and had to scramble to fight for it. As it is, he's on top, 49 and climbing in the riding time department. Big lift and return. He's going to plant him on the mat. Just go right into a tilt. Ashnault better be careful. He's got 2 locked up, almost rolled up onto his own back. Add those 2, make it 6-1. Minute to go in the period. Riding time up at 112. Ashnault's going to take him out of bounds, and we're going to stop, go back to the center, no change. 52 seconds to go in the first. Here at your 2019 Big Ten Championships.
Short time in the first period over on mat 4. Periodic Purdue leading Barone 2-1.
Silva to his feet. Ashnault's going to take him back to the mat, flat on his belly now. 42 left in the first. I'll tell you, this event, this Big Ten Championships is something to experience. I mean, you know, Minnesota's got a big crowd when they win. But you hear these little pockets all over this arena. When their guy wins, man, they are ecstatic. Really, really cool atmosphere. And really, really good wrestling as they go over the edge and out of bounds. 13 to go on the clock on the restart.
Just underway on mat 1 at 149 pounds, about
5 seconds to go in the period. Ashnault hanging on. He's going to finish the period on top with 2 minutes and 7 seconds of riding time. That's quite a bit. Ashnault wins the toss. He's going to defer. Silva chooses bottom. 6-1. Ashnault leads, 2 minutes on the clock. Start of the second period. 2:07 riding time in his favor, and of course that's going to continue to climb as soon as we get a whistle.
Caution on Ashnault to try to get started in the second period on mat 2, who leads 6-1.
Claw spiral ride. Now it's going to be. Well, he's out. To the skate. for Silva, make it 6-2. Riding time stops at 2:20. 2:20, 2:21, whatever it takes.
Midway through the second period over on mat 4.
Collar inside tie for Ashnault.
Both on their feet right now.
Kind of a misdirection, goes right, comes back left, does Silva, can't get a hold of the leg. Ashnault defends, looks for a drag, not there, we back out. Open space. Woo. Silva throws him by, catches the foot. Minute 10 down here in the second period. Just the escape so far here in the second.
One time stoppage on mat 3. Give Tommy Thorn. Please stop that leg. Starting here again, it's 9-1 Thorn. Start the third period now over on mat 4. Knotted at 2 between Perriot and Barone.
And now we see Silva takes a shot low on the ankle. He's in on the leg. Far side, Ashnault tries to lock through the crotch the opposite way, and he's locked around the chest this time, I believe. There, he's just got a good heavy sprawl. Hands aren't locked. Under 10 seconds to go in the period. He's going to fight this one off. And hold that 6-2 lead into the third period. Anthony's choice, and I believe he's going to go under. Indeed, that's the case. There's the escape for Ashnault. It's in the opening seconds. 7-2. And you know, something Ashnault talked about earlier in the year was not shutting down, not getting that lead, and taking his foot off the gas. We'll see if he continues to attack here in the third period. Very comfortable 7-2 lead. Riding time not locked up, but you got to assume he's going to get that. 8-2 on the clock with the riding time. And we see Silva continue to attack. Double leg off his feet, and he plants him on the mat for 2, and he's going to go right into a Turk. He has it deep, has the leg sunk. I believe he's going to take him over for some back points. Let's see if he can get it. Just a 1 count, and now he's got 2. Making a full 4 count, and he's got that foot. Ouch. Ouch, Ashnault. Crunching that back up. Now he relaxes just a little bit. Could he go low leg cradle? You get that locked up, it's over. He's got his arms sunk through the Turk situation now. Oh, that's painful. He's got that leg bent up. He's going back to work. 13-2, just like that. Pouring points on the board. If he can get another 4 count, that would give him the tech fall. Oh my gosh, careful to go. And again, Ashnault spent a fraction of a second flat on his back. Trying to pick up the final back points here. I don't think he's going to get it. 3-2-1, but the riding time point's going to make it 14-2. Major decision. Anthony Ashnauult of Rutgers didn't let his foot off the gas. Poured it on there in the third, and will advance here at the Big Ten Championship.
Our second sub-victory overtime match of the tournament so far. Perriot Barone tied at 4.
All right, we're going to move to 149 pounds.
Oh, buddy, here we go. You got a little bit of slick versus a little bit of grit right here. Malik, Amine, no shortage of fight and intensity in this guy's wrestling style. And then you got Schnaulty, B-Mobbin, Anthony Ashnauult, your 1 seed, who has had an amazing season this year. Silencing some of the doubters in some key matchups. Right when I say that, Malik in on a lead leg single. A little back trip there. High leg over for Ashnault. We got ourselves a little bit of a scramble. Malik with height. Ashnault with the far ankle. He needs to keep that far ankle in his left hand as long as he can. And we're going to get a fresh start with 45 seconds burned off the clock. Rutgers program in a huge resurgence under Goodell, Britzloff. And Leonardis, those guys have been doing an amazing job. Malik with a little shot fake. Ashnault, lefty underhook here on the edge. Slow stalk here for Ashnault. I believe Ashnault got a either first or second period pin in his first match. Actually, ended up 14-2. Appreciate everybody tuning in at 2019 Big Ten Wrestling Championships. Overhook position on the edge, and we're going to get a fresh start. Like I said, Malik's one of those guys. You can get rolling on him and frustrate him a little bit, and man, you gotta stop the bear from charging on you early on. And again, outside shot from Malik. He's getting both feet on the mat. He's got Ashnault's feet in the air. It's a good look and a scramble. Probably going to end up in another stalemate position as Ashnault has that far ankle, and it's real tough for Malik to turn in and score. And if you let go of the leg to turn in and score, you lose position there. 45 seconds left in the first period, and if you're Amine, you got to feel like it's gone pretty well. Ashnault being a pretty quick product on his feet as far as scoring early on in matches. Looking lead leg sweep. Anchored to it outside. Now he's trying to score. I feel like he's got to get his head across and cut it back to a hip. It looks like he's going to run out of time here. 12 seconds left in the period. And our 15th stalemate of the first period. 10 seconds left. And first period burns away. Malik wins the toss but defers. I'm a big choose whatever best position for me if it's 0-0, but it's going to be a caution on Ashnault. Amine with the quick mount. As soon as Ashnault got set, Amine was there, and now he got blood. And Bourmet and Chirella are fired up over there. You kind of got to be 0-0 first period against one of the best guys in the country, regardless of weight. Like I said, Ashnault has been on an absolute tear this season. Some big wins over some major competition. And not just wins, talking about putting up big points on the board over top 5 guys in the country. Amine looking kind of pull back crab there, and he thought they were out of bounds and he let go. That's crucial there. Feel like Amine could have got a leg, could have got a good ride going on there, and right when I'm talking about the ride, Ashnault backside pick cuts it back to the front side, made it look easy. Looks like he's got a bar working here on the right side, maybe a boot on the left side.
second period on mat 2, score remains the same. Thorn with a 6-0 lead over Martin. They'll start on their feet here for the final period.
Not a lot going on here for Ashnault. Amine with the classic don't reach back from bottom.
We'll go on mat 4. 45 seconds left in the first. That match is 0-0.
And Ashnault encourages him to let go with a nice little cross face. A little bit of a parallel ride here for Ashnault. You wonder if the ref's going to pop one or the other here. Near wrist. Looks like he's trying to sink a claw in to the right side. Maybe a little near wrist claw tilt. And he's got the knee posted on the elbow. Malik up to his feet. And an odd kind of dive there. It's like he tried to drop and hook a leg was Amine.
149 semifinals. Meanwhile, start of the second period over on mat 4.
And we're going to get a fresh start back center. Ashnault's threatened once or twice on top of some pretty solid positions, but hadn't quite pulled the trigger. 1 second left in the period. 3-0 lead for your 1 seed, Ashnault. And it's going to be Amine's choice going into the third period. And I'll tell you, man, escaping a takedown is not out of the realm of possibility for Amine. Coach Pritzloff calling for Ashnault to get to that wrist. Amine up and out. Ashnault drops to a single. Malik turns in. And let's see what happens here. Neutral in the last minute and 40 seconds of the period. Another 1 and 8 seed going at it. Can another 8 seed get it done? And a redrag off the single Ashnault shot for Amine. Seems like Amine's starting to figure some things out here off of Ashnault's attacks. And right when I say that, Ashnault with a slick cross double there. Almost a sweep double. Minute left in the period. 5-1 lead for Ashnault. Minute and 50 seconds of riding time for your Rutgers wrestler.
Ashnault leads Amine 5-1.
I believe a 6th year. A lot of people didn't know if Ashnault was going to come back and wrestle that final year or not. And Amine turns and faces weird spot for the knee. And he's looking for a reversal here. Escape's not going to help him out too much. This is a position that Spencer Lee got pinned in by Piccinini in the Oklahoma State-Iowa duel. Trying to work the splits here. And they gave him a quick 2. I don't know how that was 2. Never really had control of the hips. Casey Cunningham just grabbed my arm and it almost broke in half.
4 seconds remaining now. End of the second period on mat 4.
24 seconds left in the period. And Amine can't erase riding time, and it's pretty much at a 3-point deficit right now, so all he's got to turn. Maybe see him work out to the front, look for a mixer, something of that nature, but he's working near side wrist. Maybe going to cast across for a far side cradle. Ashnault gets popped for stalling. Not going to help Amine out. And your 1 seed is going to move on.
At the point for riding time, Ashnault
with a 6-3. And here we go. 149 pounds. Ashnault putting the hands on him before it was time to go. Hometown boy, Tommy Thorn, born and raised Minnesota. From the long line of Thorn family savages. And Anthony Ashnauult, your number 1 guy in the bracket and arguably in the country at 149 pounds. Slide by attempt for Ashnault. Looked like he wanted to drop to a low single there off the square of Thorn. Doesn't get it. And Thorn, little switch foot. Head outside attack to Ashnault's left leg. Minute burned off the clock. Both guys with a pretty significant attack. Neither converted. Appreciate everybody tuning in. 2019 Big Ten Wrestling Championships. Live here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Thorn with a clean single to the right side of Ashnault this time. Couldn't convert. Ashnault's so good with those little kickouts. Ashnault looking to attack off that overtie again. Minute 21 left in the period. Thorn over Enriquez and Martin. Ashnault had 14-2 over Silva and 6-3 over Amine. Ashnault dropping in. Low level attack. Cuts it back across. That's going to be 2-0 Ashnault. 57 seconds left in the period. Your 149-pound Big Ten semifinal. Ashnault, no slouch on top. Great shot here for Thorn. Up to his feet. Let's see if he converts. Closed whizzer for Ashnault. Thorn's got to get that weight off his grip. He shifts outside elbow deep, but you don't want to let that foot to the mat. A lot of horsepower here being used up for Thorn. 9 seconds left. And Ashnault doing a great job of attacking the hands and putting a lot of weight on that grip. Unfortunately for Thorn, he's not going to finish that shot. 2-1 is how we enter the second period. It looks like we actually have some fireworks over there on mat 3 for the second go-round of DeSanto and Suriano. Ashnault, great job with that. A lot of guys just chop and go one knee up the spine. He'll run both feet behind, get a ton of pressure forward, then start scooping wrists. Thorn outside leg stand up, trying to back pressure up to his feet. Easier said than done. He's got hand control. And a little back trip. One-handed back trip there for Ashnault. He's got that leg trapped up. If he could go figure 4, doesn't get it. Minute 23 seconds left in the period. Just clicked over a minute of riding time for Ashnault. Still hanging on to that slim 2-1 lead. Tough ride here for Ashnault. Up to a minute 30 of riding time. Thorn trying to figure it out on bottom. Ashnault threatened near side wrist. Then gives him a little stiff cross face. Looks like the wind's coming out of Thorn's sails here a little bit towards the end of the second period. Double boots come in for Ashnault. Stalemate is the call. I'm not going to argue with that. Goodell's asking what part of a stalemate was double boots as they're trying to turn. Short time left in the period. And you've seen Ashnault fade a little bit in some matches, but really the only one that I think was significant was Vegas Finals against Jordan. Still won the match, but you saw Goodell say, "You keep wrestling," wants his athlete to finish strong, and by no means is Thorn out of this. 2-1 for Ashnault, and he's put up some big points on some major competition this year. Majored Kolodzik, and he hasn't quite had those margins this tournament. 6-3 over Amine, which is a tough guy to put a lot of points up on. 14-2 in his first round over Silva of Indiana. And here he is on a big flare double. And that's what Goodell wanted him to do. Keep on wrestling, keep scoring points. A lot of good things happen when you're scoring points on your feet. Starts opening up that top game as well, and it looks like we're about to get a side headlock turn here for Ashnault. He's stretching him out. I don't know how that's not near fall. Need a protractor over there possibly. Ashnault doesn't get it. Now he looked like he was trying to run up bow and arrow maybe. 3 minutes of riding time for Ashnault. Thorn head on the mat, not a good look. Ashnault has that leg. He had it trapped. I can't tell if he does anymore from this camera angle. Yep, he's got it trapped. Usually you trap the leg and throw the leg in on the side. And it looked like McKee bombed somebody in the background, and Egham spikes the challenge brick. And that's going to be how it finishes. Anthony Ashnauult, your 1 seed, moving on to the finals with a 5-1 win.
Now we're going to go to Ohio State and Rutgers. Somebody's going to get their second Big Ten championship for their program. 149, Micah Jordan in the finals again, but has not won one yet. He's a senior. Another senior, Anthony Ashnauult, going for his 3rd Big Ten title. Never has that happened in Rutgers history. They've never had a national champion. Will it be Suriano? Will it be Ashnault? Well, this young man, Anthony Ashnauult, boy, he's special. The trajectory, Jim, in the last couple of years of what he's gone from to where he is today is impressive.
You know, it really is. I mean, here he is. You see his path, okay, 6-3 over Amine, which would be tough. Tommy Thorn had a good tournament, 5-1 win over Tommy. But, hey, I've been impressed with the way Jordan's come out there. He's been out there and put up some points. And if you recall last time that these two wrestled, Ashnault got out to a 10-0 lead, all right? And then you mentioned there were 24.
14-10.
Yeah, 14-10, so there's a big comeback by Jordan. But you mentioned Anthony Ashnault's improvement. You know, when he came out of high school, really tough in the top position, 4-time state champion from New Jersey. You know, really the statewide hope, and going to Rutgers, the in-state school, and be a great story if he could go ahead and finish his career out here with a couple of titles. But Micah Jordan has been up to the task as well, been improving, and probably is sitting in a great position here to really. This could be a rematch of the finals, basically, or see this in the finals here in another week and a half.
Well, that's why they're both at this weight. Micah Jordan down from 157 really feels like he can win it at 149. That's why he came there. He prepared for it for an entire year. Anthony Ashnauult feeling that 149 allows him to be at his best, and he was hurt in the entire last year, out with injury, got his 6th year, and he's a graduate senior, wrestling with a lot of gratitude for the opportunity to win that first title for Rutgers. He was the first 4-timer ever in New Jersey high school history. Now he'd like to be the first national champion. Already the only 3-time All-American in Rutgers history. Anthony Ashnauult with the Red Bands, Rutgers. Micah Jordan, his brother Bo, in the corner as an assistant coach now. 4-time All-American. Rocky, his younger brother, a freshman redshirting this year. So one more Jordan to come for the Buckeyes.
And Tim, when you go out there and put up 10 points on Anderson on a wrestler as good as Micah Jordan, you know that that's not going to happen automatically again. And, you know, and the way he did that, he was able to go out there, get a takedown right away, and go right into a tilt. You know, a couple tilts and a takedown, and there were his 10 points, and he was pretty much holding on at that point. So Jordan slowing it down, getting to his shot right away. Able to come out the back door, all right? Pretty good at finishing. Right there, he's got the head up underneath the knee, but now Ashnault improving his position here, and he'll go ahead and try to stack Jordan up. Jordan understands that. He's trying to get his hand, his left hand and his elbow posted, get a little elevation himself. A lot of work down there by Jordan, and end up with a stalemate.
Come back to the center. No action there, a minute 3. No points yet in this first period at 149 pounds. A rematch from the Cliff Keen Invitational in early December. Jim already talked about it. Ashnault went out to a big lead, and a major comeback in the third period by Jordan fell a little short.
Yeah, and so you can already see that Ashnault hasn't really got to his shot yet, and that's, you know, really important, but that's probably where Anthony Ashnault's improvement has been over his time at Rutgers, is getting to the legs, being finishing and actually being poised in matches, but constantly moving and not getting pushed around out there at all.
See our Flow rankings. Flow Wrestling, our partners in national rankings, and there they were, number 1 and 2 at 149, right here in the Big Ten Finals.
Yeah, so if you're Micah Jordan, you're going, well, it's 10 points better than it was the last time.
Ashnault, a 2-time NCAA semifinalist, a 2-time Big Ten champion, has not been to the finals yet. Suriano last year, the 133 now Big Ten champion, was a finalist last year, and that's the highest finish in program history for Rutgers. So Ashnault will default. We'll give Jordan the choice, and he chooses neutral.
Yep, good choice by him because he's had difficulty getting away, and so if you do that, you're going to have to get on your offense right away. And Jordan already with a shot. He really needs to pick it up. So he's gone from a 24-point match to just a very tactical, calculated experience here by both guys.
In our 4th weight class, where we've seen both Ohio State and Rutgers win a championship. You're a Penn State fan, you're going, we're in the lead, and we haven't seen Penn State yet. Your time is coming. Next weight class, 6 in a row. Penn State from 157 to heavyweight will have a representative and an opportunity to win a Big Ten championship. They have clinched the Big Ten title. But Ohio State comfortably in 2nd place. Tom Ryan continues the great foundation he has set there and good showings at the Big Ten championships.
Jordan in on another shot here, but Ashnault getting his hips back, doing good enough work there by burying his hips, shoelaces flat. All right, there's a stall warning. That's a good pace that you want to keep up there if you're Jordan. And remember, you're 1 point behind in this match because got to assume that Ashnault's going to be able to get up unless you can go ahead and ride him for a minute, which is probably going to be the strategy in the 3rd period.
Well, and it's a good point, Jim, because if you're not going to get a takedown, it's nice to get a stall warning. Wow, there's a little reshot there, and Jordan gets out of position. Ashnault takes advantage and scores 2 points with 25 seconds left in the period.
Beautiful footwork there by Ashnault. They're measuring Jordan's shot. And this is why he can go all the way in this tournament, because he's got the ability to finish out the period in the top position. No question about it.
1,000, 2,000. That's the end of the 2nd period. They'll go to the center.
Take a look at that. This was a shot that really wasn't all that well set up. All right, measured, drop the hips, immediately get the footwork going here, and bull rush the man over when you get the angle.
There's Scott Goodale right there. Done a great job at Rutgers to the right there. Head down. Can we get this 3rd one? Can we make a statement? And he's making a statement in how he has packed the rack. Over 5,000 fans every time they have a dual meet, and just really doing a great job there. and they have a new facility they are hoping to get in the summer at Rutgers, improving their facilities and pretty much put a fence around New Jersey as far as getting their best and trying to vie for that national prominence. Come to Rutgers to win a national title, but they got to get their first one, Jim.
Good work there by Jordan. Now he's able to whip him over. He's going to have to go ahead, probably cut him at this point. Going to drive him off.
Nice job by Micah Jordan.
And that was created by the activity, Tim. Good in and out activity here. All right, able to go a left-handed whip over off that shot. Again, both guys have kind of measured each other's shots and able to counter each other.
Right. There's Bo Jordan, the four-time All-American brother, graduated last year, now on the staff. If the two-time All-American Micah Jordan's going to get her done, he's going to get her done with on his feet again from St. Paris Graham High School. Micah Jordan trying to be a Big Ten champion for the first time. Can he keep?
Whoa! Drops right back in. That was a situation where Ashnault was heading for the ankle pick, and he drove with his level over and, kind of just came into him on the double leg there. You can see that Ashnault started this right there on the ankle pick. He anticipated it and drove right through it. We're tied up.
Tied up, no riding time. 1 minute left in regulation. And, wow.
That's not what Jordan hoping he can get away from that.
Is that a reversal? That's a reversal. It's not 1 and 2 because...
Nice job by Jordan with the switch, so he's back to the original position, but he burned a little clock there. Now, in and out, back on the shot. Pretty good shape right there. Ashnault burying his hips, laces flat, comes back in on the leg. All right, he's got the leg hooked. If he can pop his head out, cut across. Well, Ashnault has a cradle. He's got the points.
20 seconds left. Ashnault comes out on top after a reversal. Then an escape by Micah Jordan and a takedown by Ashnault to seal the deal. Both these guys tough. Wow, great battle.
If you're going to win championships, you've got to keep wrestling through the 7 minutes and take the scoring opportunities that are presented right there. That's exactly what Ashnault did. He didn't think about where he was on the mat. He thought about he was in the middle and had a scoring opportunity and locked up that cradle.
And there's one escape. And time runs out, and Anthony Ashnauult makes history, 3-time Big Ten champion, first in program history. And it was not done without a fight from Micah Jordan.
Great match.
And like you said, Jim, we're going to see this match again, quite likely. Anthony Ashnauult, your winner at 149 pounds. And there's his dad. He's happy.
Boy, there were some really things that were well done here. There's the escape, actually reversal that Ashnault was able to go ahead and get to. Jordan fighting heavily right there. And that 2 points there. And here's the cradle. He locked up. He's behind the leg. Kind of caught Jordan diving in there instead of really kind of going to the edge of the mat and going off the mat. And there's our Coach Goodale, Coach Donnie Pritzloff, and a happy dad.
And a relieved dad. And let's go to Shane, who's with Anthony.
All right, Anthony, 3-time Big Ten champion. What makes this title unique?
I got to do it with a teammate that did it at 133. First time that happened for Rutgers, 2-time champs. Jordan's a great opponent. I mean, I had to wrestle a really good match to get that W. I'm excited, but the goal is to be a national champ.
You wear that R with so much pride. You are the face of the program. You'll try to become the first ever national champion. Speak about the responsibility that comes with being the face of a program.
Eyes are always on you, you know. When you think no one's watching, that's when you got to be doing things a little bit better. And I think it added up over my career, just doing extra stuff here and there and extra work, and got me to this point.
Congratulations. It's been fun watching you.
Thank you.